Okay, so this is 180, 10 minutes for voice.
I am plaintiff attorney Ms. Miller.
I am the witness.
I am the court.
I'm for the defense, Ms. Baker.
Ready.
Did you rob Matthew Stevenson?
No,
Were you involved with someone else in that alleged robbery?
no,
Nothing further.
Cross.
Well, so where were you at 7 o'clock on 10/24 of 2008?
excuse me.
Where were you on October 24, 2008?
If my memory serves me right, I was at the park playing handball.
Where is that park?
It is in Garden Grove off of Magnolia and Orangewood.
How do you know that's where you were?
I play handball there until late at night. The park doesn't close until late.
I assume you play with other people.
That is correct.
Who were you with that evening?
I went to the park by myself.
Well, who were you playing handball with then?
There is other people, as you say, that attend the park and they play handball, so...
Did you catch any names?
There are numerous names. I don't really remember. They are not my friends. They are just people that go to play there.
Okay, but let's face it, right now you have a major incentive to remember those people, correct?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained.
Mr. Sanchez, you are on trial today, correct?
Absolutely.
So if you were playing handball with those people, they would be alibi witnesses, wouldn't they?
Objection, Your Honor. Shifting the burden.
I don't recognize that as grounds for an objection. Overruled on that particular ground, you may answer the question.
Could you repeat the question?
Sir, those people you were playing handball with, they could say where you were that night, right?
Yes, they could.
Right, so it would be good for you if you could go ahead and recall their names, right?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
It would be helpful to your defense to remember their names, correct?
Same objection.
Sustained.
Have you tried to remember any people?
I definitely have.
And how have you tried?
I thought back. I tried to remember, to remember anybody I could to be my alibi who might have witnessed me there.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know these people by any name, whether first or last name. I do not hang out with these people other than at the handball court.
Do you see the same people when you go to the park?
Different people show up every day. I don't make friendships with these people. I just go there for the common interest of a handball game.
So what attempts have you made to locate these people?
None.
You have made no attempt, even knowing how important it would be to your defense.
Correct.
Now, the defense attorney talked a little bit about how you look different today than the afternoon you were arrested. Would you agree with that?
From the afternoon I was arrested.
Exactly. You have changed your appearance since that day. Is that correct?
Yes.
In the sense that your hair is longer now, correct?
Yes.
You weren't wearing eyeglasses at that time?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, you agree that your appearance is different currently?
Yes.
Now, what city did you reside in at the time of this robbery?
Tustin.
And you frequently found yourself in Garden Grove?
Occasionally.
Why is that?
I know friends that live in Garden Grove. My cousin is located in Garden Grove. I play the handball games frequently in Garden Grove. I grew up in Garden Grove.
How often do you travel to Garden Grove?
Whenever I have free time.
How often do you have free time?
At the time of this, I was unemployed and I had a little bit of time on my hands.
Would you estimate you were in Garden Grove every single day?
No,
Every other day?
I would say maybe 3 times a week.
Okay, so this area that you see behind you on the diagram, you are pretty familiar with this area, correct?
I grew up in Garden Grove.
This specific area, you know where pretty much everywhere is on this map, right?
Not everywhere, but I am familiar with street names, yes.
You have been around this neighborhood?
Yes.
You said you grew up in Garden Grove, right?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
How far from this area did you grow up?
I would say about 1.5 miles away.
You testified you have got a lot of friends from that area, right?
No.
You don't have any friends where you grew up?
Well, I have a few acquaintances in that neighborhood.
You have friends in the Garden Grove community?
Certainly.
Do you have friends that would match the description of being about 5'10", Hispanic with a shaved head?
Yes.
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Okay, are these people you would hang out with in Garden Grove?
No.
So you have a friend who matches the description of the second robber, but You wouldn't regularly socialize with him in Garden Grove?
No,
Please explain that.
because he doesn't reside in Garden Grove.
Okay, I want to go back to October 24th, 2008. You testified you were playing handball. What time approximately did you arrive at the handball courts?
I was there pretty much since noon.
From noon until when?
I stay late sometimes, probably around 9:30.
Yes, you were on the handball courts from noon to 9:30.
Yes,
So you must have stopped to eat something, correct?
there is a liquor store right across the street, I believe.
What did you eat?
Maybe chips, some candy, soda.
What were you doing at the handball courts? Were you playing all day, or what were you doing the entire time?
Playing, watching, resting, just casually hanging around, just observing.
Did you meet up with anyone while you were playing?
Objection. Asked and answered.
Overruled. You may answer.
I don't understand your question.
Well, I am saying you were there for about 10 hours. You said you have a lot of friends in Garden Grove. Did you happen to see any of your friends while you were visiting that afternoon?
No, not really.
I assume your friends frequent that park?
My friends usually don't play handball.
Even though you lived in Tustin and you were visiting Garden Grove that afternoon, none of your friends came to visit?
No, I didn't necessarily go there for my friends. I would go there for handball.
Are there any handball courts near your residence?
Not that I am aware of.
I want to talk about these people that you were playing handball with. Do you remember what they looked like?
Objection. Asked and answered. Irrelevant.
Overruled. You may answer.
There were all kinds of people there. Everybody looked different. There were Asians, Hispanics, and everybody.
Well, I am looking for more specifics. You said you were there playing for almost 9 hours. Do you remember anyone specifically?
No,
You said you don't really know them as friends, but you must at least know what they look like.
there is a lot of people that show up to play handball. I don't really look at who they are or what they look like. I am busy playing handball, just looking at a ball about that size.
So you can't give a good description of a single person there who you played handball with that day.
Objection. Argumentative.
Sustained.
Can you describe one person who you played handball with that day?
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. You may answer.
His face was all red and sweaty.
Sir, I am asking for a specific person, not everyone playing the game.
I told you I wasn't looking at any particular person that day. So I just can't answer your question, ma'am.
Sir, you say you can't describe any of the people you were playing with and you don't remember any names or even nicknames?
Objection. Asked and answered.
Sustained.
Now let's talk about October 31. That was the afternoon you were arrested, correct?
Yes,
And you testified you picked this card up in a parking lot.
yes,
There are businesses in that parking area, correct?
yes.
What kind of businesses?
There are just so many. It is a shopping center.
You basically could have turned the card over to any of the businesses, right?
Yes, I could have.
Now I want to go step by step. When you saw the card, what did you do when you first observed it on the pavement?
I immediately stopped and looked around.
What happened after that, Mr. Sanchez?
I bent over and picked up the card.
What happened next?
I looked at the name on the card and I looked around again.
Okay, why were you looking around, Mr. Sanchez?
Because I am in the middle of a big parking structure. I don't want to get run over. I believe it is safety first.
You actually put that card in your wallet, correct?
Yes,
Basically, does that mean you intended to keep it for some length of time?
until I found the owner, yes.
Did you put it somewhere special so you would remember it wasn't yours?
No, I put it in my wallet for safekeeping.
Now, you were approached by an officer immediately after you picked up that card, correct?
Yes,
Approximately how many minutes afterwards?
I would say 3 minutes.
So it just had happened. You picked up that credit card and the officer was with you just a couple minutes later, right?
Correct.
Wouldn't he be a great person to turn that credit card over to?
I would think so, yes.
Okay, it had just happened, so I am sure you remembered you had found the card, right?
What? Repeat that one more time.
I am saying it wasn't as if you had time to forget that you had found that credit card, right?
Oh, of course not.
Because it just happened, right?
Objection, Your Honor. Asked and answered.
Overruled. Overruled. You may answer.
Yes.
Why is it you didn't give it to Officer Carter?
I don't know.
You wanted to give it to the authorities. Wouldn't a police officer be that person?
Yes.
Why didn't you?
He was asking me other stuff.
But it seems like you could have shown that to him right away because you had just found it, right?
The officer asked for my identification, so I complied with his request.
Well, you made no attempt to tell him about that credit card, did you?
Objection, argumentative, asked and answered.
Overruled. You may answer.
Can you repeat that one more time, please?
You never attempted to tell the police officer about that credit card before he found it in your wallet, did you?
As he opened up my wallet to look, then I...
Mr. Sanchez, before he looked in your wallet, did you tell him about that credit card?
Yes, I believe so.
Before that officer had your wallet in his possession, did you say anything to him about finding that credit card?
No, he instructed me to just wait and not to explain.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Redirect.
May I have just another moment, please, Your Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Sanchez, are you lying?
No, I am not.
Did you commit a robbery?
No, I did not.
Did you possess that credit card knowing it was stolen?
No, I did not.
Thank you.
Recross.
Your Honor, could I ask for just a short recess?
Counsel, let's just proceed and try to finish up before the recess.